Evening folks, how are we doing? Already. Timed out already, dude. Come on. First comment. You do that on purpose. I'm almost inclined to high five that. Especially given that I've just eased up on how quickly Nightbot comes down on that sort of thing. How are we all doing this evening anyway? Ooh, crikey, 4 hours. We'll see. But I don't melt in the meantime. Hey Sal, how you doing? I'm going to struggle with that one as well. Freaking that close to a good pronunciation on your name there, dude? Well, I tried. Good evening anyway, how are we doing? Skyrim look like Bird Box. So, shall we game? So, in a long sleeve t-shirt, drinking coffee, and I'm absolutely melting. It might have been a poor choice there. Yeah, I think you mentioned that the other day actually, NG. That kind of sucks. Evening, True, how you doing? Funnies going on here. There we go. That's not a good sign. Hang on. Oh, I see. For some weird reason, it somehow managed to start 2 copies of Fallout at the same time. That's very, very strange. Never managed to do that before. Evening there, Justin. I'm flattered, but not entirely accurate description of me there. Rather than staring at a black screen, try and get this going without accidentally starting up 2 copies at once. Yeah. Glad you enjoyed the video, by the way, there, NG. What I saw briefly while I was setting the stream up, I've got an absolute stack of comments to get through, which is lovely. We'll have to do that a bit later on. Right, that's a bit better. I'm not hearing double versions of the sound this time, so... Thanks, Stella. Speaking of watching other creators, I caught up with your most recent upload the other day. Oh yeah, first things first, I guess. Grab the latest Deathclaw egg. You've only got 2 hours left to do that if you haven't done it already. I don't know if it's still there, but there's some cool stuff they had in there. I think it's probably gone by now. Yeah, looks like. There's actually a few things here I want, but just left. The Doomsday stuff's quite cool, but that's going to pass me by, I fear. Yeah, I was going to show you the 44 skin that was in there, in case you hadn't seen it. It's gone already. That looked very, very nice. Oh, thanks, Dave. Anyway, latest bright pink Deathclaw egg is about all that's there that's particularly interesting. There was a really nice looking 44 skin that's kind of white and gold and looked really, really pretty. But that was a very, very short time offer. Hopefully, as I said in Twitter the other day, it'll bode well for future weapon skins being added into the game. Because if they keep putting out skins of that kind of caliber, put a few more out, preferably leave them in for longer than about 24 hours, and that would bode really well. Some really nice stuff, potentially. Good sign. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to have to go all the way back through the glass cavern. I think I might be able to cheat slightly and go in the back door. That's what I'm going to try and do anyway. Yeah, well, in fact, I think that guy killed himself on the punji board, actually. And, yeah, that particular camp was very close to Alpine River cabins and it gets attacked quite a lot, or did. You know one little quality of life change I'd like to see? Defaulting towards, where possible anyway, putting you into a server when you first load in that is earlier on in the day. I always seem to load in at night. Kind of annoying. There we go, 1:54 in the morning, 1:55. There's got to be a server in my region that has space on it that's like 6 in the morning or something, so that I don't have to deal with this straight away when I load in. Be a nice little, very, very kind of subtle little change that would be really nice, I think. Well, actually, I think I should be about ready to go, actually. Yeah, I am. Right, let's... Okay, not screw things up. There we go. Cranberry juice. Just rooting a roasted scorched beet heart as soon as we're here. Hog crawler. Blackberry juice as well. Nice. Yeah, they can break. I think the ghoul broke first in that particular case. Do you mean these walls? I'm assuming they do have ability to be broken, but the guard post looks like it's taken some damage, but these don't, interestingly. Still good. Yeah, it doesn't help much anyway. Fortunately, they're not completely sealed, so plenty of gaps in a wooden or brick house. So, although we don't get very many, which is just as well, because Fallout 4, where they were first introduced, they blew in from the glowing sea, and there is no glowing sea around here. Well, not that we know of at the moment. Who knows what might be outside the boundaries of the map, but... This is supposed to be quite good for farming legendaries, so I'm guessing that's why we've got a few hanging around there. Well, I have got a hazmat suit. Power armor is another option as well. Somebody's got a camp there. So, somewhere by drop site V9, I believe, there was the back door, wasn't there? So we're going to try that out, see if we can get in there in a minute. Hopefully we'll have some luck. I should say before I push on, I made a slight adjustment, because I nipped over to White Springs the other day where I was doing something or other that I've forgotten, and got attacked by a legendary ghoul, and I, in the process, picked up a very, very handy mutation. And I just cleared out a bit of my stash, but apparently it's still full again, so... Managed to shed a few pounds. It's all good. Paladin Taggerdy is the late leader of the Brotherhood of Steel in Appalachia. And once you start investigating the Brotherhood of Steel's disappearance and their involvement and everything around Fort Defiance, pick up a story, a quest line to find out where her final mission went and ended. They were looking for the source of the Scorch Beasts, and it ends here. We've done now twice, but once didn't go so well. I ended up getting brutally destroyed by Scorch Beasts, and the second time we got through it okay, but the quest didn't update, so third time's the charm, I guess. I'm hoping it should be nice and quick this time, though. So, what I was going to say, I got a rather cool little mutation. Healing factor. So, chems are 55% less effective. Kind of sucks. But 300% health regeneration, I will certainly take. So, as soon as I have a few spare levels and enough perk points available to move around, I decided to grab Starch Jeans and ditch Scrounger, because it's not getting me the ammo I need really anyway, so... Well, not very effectively, so... Yeah, I grab Starch Jeans so I can use Radaway without losing this pretty awesome mutation, so quite happy about that. Yeah, no worries. So, don't need it for the weight right now, but given where I'm going to take my power armor. Got any spare... Yeah, I've got a couple of spare fusion cores. Ammo switch. Yep, that'll do. How we doing? Right, welcome Toby, glad you enjoyed it. That was rock and roll. Fingers crossed on being able to use the back door. Yeah, you should have seen how much footage I actually ended up cutting out of that video. Even with all the faffing around I left in it. Yeah, I know. 18 is quite a lot. Even with all the faffing around I left in the video, I must have cut probably an hour's worth of footage out of it. Trying to figure out what was going on to get it to work. That's interesting. I want to go over here. Crap. Don't mind me. I don't want to get into a fight until I get in there. Preferably not at all if I can avoid it, but I'm not optimistic on that particular front. The door's around here, is it? Success. Kind of, I think. Yeah, I think we're good. I think there's much going on in here. I don't want fusion cells. Why did I pick those up? I have these though. Oh, nice. Nice black mining helmet if anybody wanted one. We'll see what's going on out here. The Scorch Beasts fighting the robots. Yeah, it looks to be. Not interested in me anyway. Of course, I am actually going to have to go all the way back through, aren't I? That's kind of annoying. Ooh. Scorch Beasts landed. Looks like I've got company, although is that me? Have Bethesda said anything about increasing build limits? Crikey, what's going on there? You're on a pogo stick, buddy. Oh god, don't mind me. I'm going nowhere, apparently. This is problematic. Somehow I need to get over here. Preferably without getting brutally murdered. Oh well, we'll see what happens. Yeah, pretty much. Regarding build limits and stuff, Bethesda have said they want to relax the restrictions. Which is pretty vague, I know, but... Beyond that, the only thing they've said is that they are going to be making it much easier to place foundations. It's going to be the next big change. Specifically, the idea is that although you'll have... Oh, nice. Even better. Although you will have to... Okay, I think I've come the wrong way here. We'll have to still place the first foundation down on a solid object. Any subsequent foundations that are connected to that one, it will allow you to place those floating. Or effectively floating, anyway. Nap off you. So yeah, basically, if you want to build something that looks weird and floating, you can do. On the other hand, it should also mean that the game won't protest if it thinks a foundation is floating when it might appear not to be, so it'll just make life a little bit easier, hopefully. Ah, curious. Stay put, you. Crikey, I'm getting absolutely jumped here. Scorch Beast is on to me as well. It's not going so well. Deathclaws, as I understand it, started out life as... Where I want to be? It is. Hang on. Just get in here and hopefully we can have a little bit of peace. So yeah, Deathclaws started out life as lizards that were experimented on using the forced evolutionary virus that was sort of deliberately created, I think, and then got released into the wild and all hell broke loose. They were intended as a bioweapon, basically. So I'm going to assume I'm going to get jumped any second here. Just got a bit of peace for a moment. Seems to be all good. Oh well, something. I was hoping to avoid having to go all the way back through here, but... take what we can get, I suppose. Apart from the fact it would take forever to go through that, the full timeline of Fallout I have no idea about, but I'm pretty sure... No, I'm not sure at all, actually, I take that back entirely. I'm not sure if they were created somewhere roughly around about the time this game is supposed to be set, i.e. not long after the bombs fell, or there was a result of experiments that were carried out before the bombs fell. I'm guessing before, but I don't know off the top of my head, not with any kind of certainty anyway. To be fair, if you want a more definite answer, I'm sure Fallout Wiki will have it. Manner of fascinating information on there. Or does it seem lighter in here? Oh, and to the order of the games, so... Fallout 1, Fallout 2, Don't know so much about tactics and that one, because that's only semi-canon. Then Fallout 3, New Vegas is about 10 years after Fallout 3, so I think, so roughly equivalent with Fallout 4. And this one came effectively before any of them, so it's set earlier than even Fallout 1 was. Doubtedly going to attract some unwanted attention here, but whatever. You just die already. This one is... No, it's a little later than that. The bombs fell in 2077. So this is what, 25 years after that? So 2102 or something, I think this game's set. Bit to that effect. Quiet. There's one bright side about having to do all this again. Casual excuse to grab some extra ultrasight, because hopefully at the end of this quest line I will be getting ultrasight power armor. I swear blind, this seems way brighter than usual. I'm not complaining, I can actually see stuff. I know what it is. The game's not any brighter than it was at all. I've just turned one of my lights off because it's not doing anything, and I can actually see better because of it. Nice. So. You kindly. Oh, Fallout 3 is finding your father, Fallout 4 is finding your son. Yeah, pretty much. Always looking for something. That makes sense, you do need something to motivate you to go off on your journey. Yeah. Looking for that git what shot you in the noggin. Does seem like a bad idea going looking for the guy that shot you in the head and left you for dead, but at the same time, I can kind of understand why you might have the impulse. There better be some decent grenades in here. Nice! I will take all of those, thank you very much. I can't remember who commented about this the other day, but I wholeheartedly agreed with them. It would be very, very nice to be able to save perk loadouts so I don't have to manually search between them. Maybe even be able to... I was going to say maybe even be able to hotkey them, but that's probably a bit much. I don't think I remember hearing that, actually.
All right, settle down. I'm listening. Are you recording this? You agreed this was going to be private.
Oh, I have heard it.
This is just so we all have a record of what's discussed.
Guy thinks he's trying to help out his fellow workers, and they basically be stabbing him in the back. That was an optimistic shot anyway. Didn't think it hit him there. Slight auditory feedback issue. Good news is, I'm getting some goodies out of this. Bad news is, that means I'm probably going to get into trouble in the next room. Evening, Jacko. You haven't missed much. We've not been on for very long. Half an hour or so to press the button. Oh, I can't be fussed with doing that. The package you're delivering is a bullet to Benny's brain. Realistically, there shouldn't be tunnel snakes in anything other than Fallout 3. They're a specific gang unique to Vault 101. So, any references to them are a bit shaky. There might be references, I suppose, to the sort of subcultures that inspired them. Certainly shouldn't be direct references to the tunnel snakes. The Atom Cats have a similar outlook, with less thuggery. Similar sense of fashion, I suppose. This is where I normally start running into trouble, and very suspiciously quiet. I'm profoundly mistrustful of that. Did get some decent ammo out of that. That's kind of a surprise. Suppressed tweaked radium rifle. Don't think that's any use to anybody, really. Yeah, not really. Unfortunately. Yeah, I'll assume I do have to do it all again. I was hoping, as I say, to go around the back and avoid most of the trouble, but I think the thing is designed to be a repeatable location, so it's not instance, obviously, so nothing is yet. So yeah, I'll have to run the whole thing again. If I'd been able to sneak in, it might have been different, but... Ooh, I'd certainly like some Brotherhood paint for my power armor. It's through handing in the technical documents, isn't it? Bit expensive. Where can you actually buy plans for them? Because I don't think I've seen any. I think I have, anyway. Yeah, doesn't surprise me much. Pity, but doesn't surprise me. Getting a good haul out of this. There are paint jobs in the atomic shop, yeah. Those are definitely pricey. Nice little delay there. Right. Where's the Chelsea fellow at? Can't hear it, I think. I can hear him. Damn. Hoping to save on the ammo. Not that I'm really desperate for it, but you know. That does sound like a good haul, actually, yeah. Was that like standard Brotherhood of Steel jumpsuit type thing, but in black? Like the officer's one that was in Fallout 4. That was actually quite cool. May have hurt himself then. There's always one thing that put me off playing an Xbox. I ever seriously considered it, but controller batteries. I know you get cry out loud. I know you get rechargeable ones, but even so. Those would be new if you can get them. When in doubt, Google. Sounds like this, I really miss the ability to quick save. On the other hand, I'm not complaining. Doing enough to stand still after he was shot in the head once and survived, I'm fine with that. Fair enough. I have to admit, I don't manage to keep up with Bethesda's live streams. I really should, but the timing usually winds up with either being when I'm streaming or when I'm sleeping, so... Yeah. I suppose I could watch the VODs back, but... Yeah. Bethesda Australia are particularly prolific, if I remember rightly. Not that that means by any stretch of the imagination they're on that much, but once a week or so. If you're on Twitter and you follow the Fallout account, then they usually post about it on there. Usually a couple of the community team and occasional guest developers or whatever. Guest members of the development team, whoever's available. I think they occasionally do it in the US as well. It's actually becoming quite a big thing, developer live streams. Not really surprising given how popular streaming's getting. Actually, there were some interesting stats came out quite recently. I forget who put them out, but I saw them on Twitter, I think it was. We were talking about Although Twitch is obviously by far and away the largest streaming platform, YouTube is apparently giving chase. Which is pretty much a good thing on the whole. It means it's growing. And it also means it's easier to grow on YouTube than on Twitch, because it's not as heavily saturated. Which is always good news. Especially for people like me. Yeah, console commands are pretty much cheats for PC. Not something I do very often. Interestingly enough, they're deliberately releasing cheats for Rage 2. Hidden Avalanche will be in a couple of short weeks. Definitely looking forward to getting hold of that game. But looking at them, I don't think I'll be using any other ones I've seen so far anyway. This way it's not on a first run through. Splat. It was kind of a fun, daft thing, but not really my cup of tea, most of it, so. Okay then, this is where the fun begins. Yeah, I know about 2 of them. I've looked up, and say if we get time later on, I'll have a look at least one of those. You find other kinds of fun. Always find a way to keep yourself busy. Oh, I managed it. Way back when. Showing me age. So, what's going on then? So far, surprisingly quiet. I'm waiting for the other shoe to drop right now, but yeah, I'm not entirely sure whether or not I'd say that was a glitch or what. Well, I don't know how I'd describe that, to be honest. Either way, no Scorch Beast. So it would seem, anyway. Gonna hedge my bets. I'll take it. Especially as this is like the 3rd run through. Nice, quick and easy, quiet run for some ultrasight. I don't have... Well, I guess we spoke too soon, didn't we? Oh god, don't be another one. Yeah, quite. You're kidding me, right? Oh, hell no! Oh, incidentally, that's how I got horribly killed the first time I tried this. My own plasma grenade took me out. Oh dear, he's onto me now. Great. Hey, how come you get one too? It's not fair. Let's get out of here to somewhere I can actually see what's going on. No. Lights, please. I may or may not be having regrets around about now regarding that mutation. Did I get him? Well, I can't see him, so... I think he's stuck in the corner, but I'm going to take full advantage if he is. Right. That was much easier than last time. Yeah, quite. Yeah, this thing's doing alright. Blowing myself up notwithstanding, actually went okay. That's just it though. Sometimes the darn thing does fly in air, which is the problem we were having the other day. It was just flying through the roof and then you can't shoot at it because it's inside the roof. Yeah, exactly. On the other hand, if that guy didn't want to do that, I'm not going to complain. Suffering from the blight, apparently. Don't need that. Well, it does. Nice ones, all special spats. No, thank you. Okay, so let's grab some ultrasight. Belly of the Beast, that's the quest that came down there to complete. Here's hoping we don't have another one come flying out. I'm wondering if... somebody else has been through here reasonably recently, and that's why... it was reasonably peaceful and quiet. They did, they obviously had something specific in mind, they just ran right through the place, so... who knows. I've tried shotguns before, I wasn't really the biggest fan. This way, it's not with this particular build. I may at some point do a shotgun surgeon build that's geared towards it, but for now, I thought that moved for a second. Not a happy thought. Blight's a disease rather than a mutation. Starch genes only prevents you from curing mutations with Radaway rather than diseases. Get plenty of grub out of this. So, yeah, I don't think so. I think we're going to try and cheat and bypass this all the way through.
Get it online now, Knight! It's online, Paladin.
Evening, Sinister Hand, how you doing?
Suppressing fire! Place the charges. It's now or never. EL-7 is the end zone. Bravo Central. Taggerdy, look over here. The equipment. Is this place a lab? What the hell were they doing here? The mission first. Rig the charges. Another tunnel this way! Ah! Incoming! Incoming! If we fail, brothers, target these cords. Find whoever made these things and ad Victoriam.
So, as I understand it, ultracite is a glass-like ore, this kind of green stuff, that can be used as a power source to empower things like power armor and weapons to make them more damaging. And you have to follow through the Brotherhood of Steel questline to get it. It's also extremely rare and hard to come by unless you come here. Does exist in other places, usually around fissure sites, but this is the easiest place to get it, or the most populous place to find it anyway. Yeah, they are pretty good if you want to spec into them, but they're a mixture of strength and... Shotguns are a mixture of strength and perception, aren't they? And I've got my perception mostly maxed out for rifles, so... Started to run out of room. I would imagine the reason it's called the Glass Cavern is because the ultracite ore looks sort of like glass. Yellow glass. A little bit Skyrim-esque, actually. That would be my guess. Yeah, Dragon is pretty damned awesome, to be fair. I've got one of them. It's not legendary, unfortunately, but it's still pretty cool. But I do kind of love my Gauss rifle at the minute. That's that quest line that I'm not going to explore right now. No doubt will bring me back here sooner or later. The end of another quest line. So, now we need to learn more about the Scorched in Taggerdy's quarters. Now we've got her ID. I have absolutely no idea. I haven't completed it yet. As far as I know, it involves finding and launching a nuke, presumably targeting this little part of the world, so we'll get there eventually. Oh, the ultracite. Sounds cool. Wouldn't mind knowing where to do that, actually. I'll have to have a look. So, finally daylight. There's the fusion cells I dropped earlier. We are back out here. I need to go back up to Fort Defiance. Hopefully, I can get up what we're doing. Oh yeah. Here's hoping I don't get jumped by 2 more Scorched Beasts here. That's happened before as well. Yeah, other than launch it at Fissure Site Prime and try and take out the Scorched Beast Queen, I don't really know a great deal about it. But to avoid the worst of the spoilers. So, Fort Defiance. Which is cool, but I was kind of hoping for a bit more, to be honest. Oh god. This is very not good. Problem here is not so much that the Scorched are amassing, as there's usually one, possibly two Scorched beasts not very far behind them. Really? Just don't appear to have anything really worth picking up. I don't really know why I'm looking. Initiate pre-combat check. I don't think I want to do this. Yep, brace for Scorched Beast Assault. No thank you. Think I want to do that, really? Ooh, that doesn't sound like fun, Jakar. Evening, Skyrim Lord. How you doing? Yeah, it's not my favourite quest. In fact, I think I'm going to leave it. I'm not particularly interested. Not right now, anyway. Far more interesting things in the main story, which is what I'm sort of pursuing at the moment. At least I think it's the main story. It's a little vague on that. Listed as a main quest. Yeah, you can command the anti-aircraft guns as well, which helps. Does make it kind of fun, but you have to keep them repaired, so... I'm good, Skyrim Lord, thanks. Taking it easy. Oh, apparently I'm thirsty. A little bit hungry. Crikey. Right away, actually. I haven't seen it, to be honest, so I can't comment, but I've heard mixed things. We'll see soon enough. Most of the best stuff is up through other stuff anyway, I know that much, so... legendary gear and stuff like that. You'd think the Scorched Beast Queen would drop legendary gear, though. Something interesting, at least. Saying that, should drop the best shotgun in the game. If you've got a pistol build, it's not much use to you. How we doing, Sage? You alright? Yeah, whatever. I'm not interested. I like to go through here, but... yeah, I'm going to have to make my way right through this place again. Or maybe I won't. Or not. Yeah. I hear all the ghouls upstairs, but hopefully we'll be okay. Which way am I facing? The wrong way. I'm looking for... alarming noise. Taggerdy's quarters. Pretty good place for loot and some interesting bits and pieces, really, this, if you feel like making a run through the place. For crap, anyway. Stuck on a box. So I'm guessing her quarters are through there, are they? Fun outfits as well. Alright, let's set the lift on up and find out what's going on in Taggerdy's quarters. It's got to be worth a look. Hazard a guess. So she's on the top floor. Could imagine it is, though. Pistol sword would be fun. Yeah, problematic when you run up against scorched beasts. I'd imagine you have the same issue if you're bothered about that. I'd imagine you have the same problem if you go for a shotgun build as well, I was going to say. Or a purely shotgun build. Or a purely melee build. Yeah, bayonets. Never found them that useful, but you are getting the most out of them, that's kind of cool. Good to know. I assume this is it. Maybe? Yeah, this must be it. Artillery plan, nice. Not particularly useful, but nice. A little shifty around a minute. Sure, I'm not going to get jumped from behind anyway. Don't think I am, but... Are there any goodies while I'm here as well? Ooh. Plastic, I'd call that goodies. Successful loot hole. Pop out the power armor in a second, but wouldn't be a problem. I don't really need to be in it actually. You can put it in your camp and use it to defend yourself. Checker. It's not fantastically effective, but it's quite cool. The old food supply. Ultimately, probably the fertilizer supply as well, but you know. Nice. Will do. Yeah, I've never built it. I've never picked it up before, so. Speaking of. Nice. Yeah, Gauss rifle always helps. It's pretty much my favourite gun at the minute. As for bloat flies, they are around. Definitely run into a few, but they're much less common than they were in other games. So I don't really know where you'd need to go to find them. I'd recommend good old Google at that point. Yes? Sure what's in jangles that I can actually use, but apparently there's something. Get a few pounds. Yeah, when it came to a choice between ditching Scrounger or ditching Farmer, it was a bit of a no-brainer, really. Do I have Fort Defiance? Yeah, okay.
Overseer's log, Fort Defiance.
Seems to be here.
The more I travel this godforsaken wasteland, the more I realize what truly destroyed West Virginia. And what destroyed any chance the survivors had of actually surviving. Mistrust. All these divergent groups. Responders, Brotherhood of Steel, whatever. Separately, they had everything necessary to beat the odds. Brains, brawn, and bravado to spare. And what did they do? Close ranks. Get paranoid. Refuse to work with one another. And it cost them all their lives. People of Vault 76, if you're listening, do not fall into the same trap. You find each other. You work with each other. Only together will you win. This is your overseer. And I'm begging you, please, save our country.
That's a subtle hint. Cool. Fair enough. I thought I might have already picked that up. I didn't really want to pick it up twice, because I can't drop it. Right, let's quickly scrap this and actually go and find out what's going on in Taggerdy's room. Power armor has returned to my inventory then. I think it was going to. That's the lift. Go out in Taggerdy's spot. So, learn more about the Scorched in Taggerdy's quarters. Question. Seems to think I'm in the wrong place. I'm gonna have a look downstairs, see why it's trying to send me somewhere downstairs. I'm pretty sure that computer is actually where I need to be. Very strange. Now it's sending me back downstairs again. Yeah, I bet it is that bleeding computer. It just doesn't know what it's doing. Yep, that'll be my guess. Does that sometimes. Just tries to point you off towards places that don't actually exist, or tells you that quests are in places that they aren't. So, I'm going to work on the logical assumption that this is what I need, and I needed her ID to get in here. Pretty sure. Elder Maxon's final conversation. Okay, let's do that then.
Lizzie, Takano says the satellite's failing. So, this is it.
Elder, I'm not ready for this. Can't the scribes do anything about it?
No. The infrastructure of the old world is failing. But you are the absolute best second-in-command I have ever had the pleasure of working with. Now is the time for you to be in charge, Lizzie. I know you're up for it. I know you won't let your men down.
Roger. We don't have the men for the mission. The Bravos just keep coming.
Then find new men. Think outside the playbook.
Elder, you trust the outsiders too readily. They will betray you.
You too, Paladin? Everyone around me keeps saying shut the world out, only look out for ourselves. Even my goddamn son. But the Brotherhood alone can't.
This is interesting.
What's lost? We need them. Hell, our whole plan is for them.
I'm not thinking about some far-off future, Elder. I'm worried about today. And And tomorrow, we're fighting non-stop to keep the Bravos contained. I can't afford a weak link.
Not yet,
Trust
no.
your judgment. If our scribes find anything new, I'll see if we can get word to you somehow. And Lizzie.
Interesting. So the original Maxon, Roger Maxon, who actually founded the Brotherhood of Steel, wasn't so isolationist. It came later with his son and so on. That's pretty interesting. And Taggerdy didn't necessarily agree with him on it. Fascinating. I think I'm safe in here. I assume. You know what they say, though? Let's have a look then. Scorched Beast analysis. Learnt much since we lost contact with Elder Maxon. Grant says it's pretty much a worst case. Threat assessment. Actual Sierra Bravos are reinforced, mobile, and cunning predators. Bravos use echolocation to call in ground reinforcements. The breeding cycle for Bravos is off the charts. The saving grace of all this is that the Sierra Bravos only nest in specific places. We found 3 nests in the old mud. Now fall for you. Hammer time. No, either. Let's have a quick clean up here. Make sure I'm not going to get jumped again. How are you using a lift? You're a feral ghoul. If there was a staircase up here, I could understand that, but it's when the feral ghouls operate lifts. And I wish I had mines right now. Shouldn't even be able to get in here with the laser gate up either. Maybe it's because I've got the thingamajig. Fair enough. Makes sense, Jacko. I think I'm inclined to agree with him, to be honest. Makes sense for Maxon to be against the idea as well. The Brotherhood are there to preserve what's left and try and save what's left of humanity after humanity abused old world technology, like nukes, to blow us all to hell, so that makes sense, really. Possible. That would make sense, but there shouldn't be enough left of their brains to operate a lift, though. I'm a little worried because I actually want to read through that terminal, preferably without getting jumped. Pretty sure I don't happen to have any random mines on me. Yeah. Pity. Yeah, I've heard good things if you nuke burrows, but yeah, not as tough as it was sold as being. I'm wondering if how much of that might just be down to the devs not being quite as good at their own games as the rest of us are. Who knows? Yeah, I felt it was a bit short and the story needed a bit more fleshing out, but it's a very interesting location. All this and deal with it. It'll be fine. Yes. Yeah, it's doesn't make a right lot of sense. Then The edict to find the nukes comes from Vault-Tec, and Vault-Tec we're not renowned for doing the right thing, so I'll have a look at that in a moment. So, where were we? Saving grace in all this is that Sierra Bravo's only nest in specific places. Found 3 nests in the old mining tunnels below the bog. There's a main nest somewhere that's the real problem. Ultimate solution. Yeah. Oh, cool. New photo frame. The end of the quest. We've got Uncle Sam now. Oh, that's cool. Back to Charleston Herald for information on Sam Blackwell. Every last Bravo needs to be destroyed. Maxim forbade using nukes. As he said. Thank you very much. Yeah, it's certainly the death of common sense and logic, anyway. Then you could argue that came about the time we developed the damn things, but you know. A few years back we found one of the missile silos and the old security system was formidable. As a last resort, we need to find a way in. Senator Sam Blackwell was on the Nuclear Energy Committee, so he might know something, but no one knows where his bunker is except maybe Quinn Carter of the Charleston Herald. One way or another, if touchdown fails, nuclear option may be our only option. Okay, Maxon's orders be damned. Strange new world. Everything is different. We send information to Lost Hills about what we see and what we face, and they have a hard time believing it. Some of the things they face are equally strange. The new plants, animals, monsters, it's hard to keep track of. To some degree, I've given up even trying. One thing is clear, the Scorched and the Scorched Beasts are something different. We need to focus on them. All these other threats, even with the giant hulking mutants we can handle. How will we handle the Scorched? Second, we'll come back to this in a moment. The quest rewards. Give me something good, give me something good, give me some of the good. Meh. Power armor chassis is not the worst thing I've ever been handed. Is that a legendary serve? No, just a random sturdy combat armor arm. Fortunate. Oh. Oh, mutants combat armor left arm. Not particularly fantastic, but you know. Dale? Anybody home? No. Just hearing footsteps. Wonderful. No, I don't think I did actually. I don't think the story sent me over that way. Maybe I did, I can't remember. So, ultrasight power armor. That's the good stuff. So, Paladin Taggerdy, Commanding Officer Fort Defiance, from Scribe Grant, ultrasight power armor. I've taken the schematics Scribe Tucano transmitted as far as I can. I think I fixed the coolant leak problem, which I just don't know. If we ever get some serious time and resources, I could try building one. The list of, the list of components, it's intimidating. Personal notes. From Paladin Taggerdy, presumably. 2 months to nowhere from Maxon. Grants declare communications with the West Coast dead and dead for good. Every time we think we have the Bravos licked, they come back in greater numbers. Only Grant and Wilson know of Tucano's final assessment. If word got out, we can't guarantee there won't be panic. Every day that goes by, we're chewing through ammo, power, and sometimes nights. These are priorities. Up to now, our priorities have been secure dangerous and useful technology, protect people of Appalachia, extend operational capacity. The brass have talked and we're changing that. We have a plan to lure the Scorched Beasts into a kill zone with some tech that Scribe Tucano and Scribe Grant have been working on. All the skies are clear, and a new priority is to wipe the Scorched Beasts out. Some of you were receiving orders to secure food. Munitions and other supplies from the responders and free states. Oh. And this is where another step along the path to what the Brotherhood ended up becoming. The singular exception of Elder Lions, anyway. Be firm, tell them that the Scorched Beast threat is real, and that once it's dealt with, the Brotherhood will once again help and protect them. Under no circumstances are you to initiate hostilities or even take supplies. So just try and persuade them firmly. Okay. Still, it's a step in the wrong direction. However, in order to get the supplies you need, you're authorized to ignore salvage rights claims. If it's not on one of their farms, put simply, it's fair game. I know this is controversial, but we don't have time to play politics. There's a war on, let's win it. Satellite is down. Lost contact with USA 1103 today. Grant's got the backup already. Backup already up, okay. But he doesn't know how long that will work. Elder Maxon said we have to accept that there'll be a point when we're on our own. So if there's any urgent info you need, ask it now. The window is closing. Wanted to give you a heads up. We're mothballing Grafton Dam outposts. Scorched Beasts are getting too dangerous. Need to reinforce our patrols with power armoured knights. Sending Esposito your way. I hate to dissolve her command, but she can be a real asset to you. That's going to Camp Venture. Okay. And Fort Defiance. I think I'm reading these in reverse order from the look of it. Venture served as well as our base of operations, but the new class graduating, we are ready to expand, so welcome to Fort Defiance. Let me address some of the concerns raised about relocating. Cranberry Bog has formidable challenges, but by basing ourselves here, we can protect Appalachia from them. Those threats also act as a deterrent from raids and other intruders. It becomes our shield. Okay. Chased you into an underwater cave. Sounds like an interesting story. That might be worth a look. If I understand correctly, it's, you know, Taggerdy was out here already with her division, and she had, she previously knew Maxon, and Maxon reached out to her after he formed the Brotherhood, or about the same time. Footsteps, man. Right. The nuclear option.
Is this urgent, Lizzie?
Elder, I've read Scribe Takano's reports. I've talked with Grant a lot, too.
Spit it out.
The sonic generators work, but there are just too many Sierra Bravos. This strategy of ours, it's just delaying the inevitable.
You're not giving up on me.
No, of course not. But
Oh,
I
interesting.
think we may need something bigger. More final.
Go on.
One of the squires on patrol found a nuclear silo. Still functional.
What? Even you, Lizzie? Are you out of your goddamn mind? Look around. Look at everything. The death, the destruction, the end of the world. That came from the nukes.
But if we don't deal with the Bravos once and for all,
I'm liking this guy
they
more and
can kill
more.
everyone, all life on this continent. That's what Takano said, right?
Does have a point.
There will always be a reason to use a weapon, always. But nukes? Never again. I'd mothball the whole technology if I could.
Do more than mothball it, mate.
Yes, Elder.
I consider this matter resolved. I don't want to talk about it again. Maxon out.
Yeah. There's one thing I am slightly concerned about with the story in this game. We'll have to see how it pans out when I get there, but that's whether or not it actually resolves itself. I mean, beating the Scorched Beast Queen, I think, is pretty much supposed to resolve it, but Obviously it's cyclical, so I want this. Sorry. Yeah, if it's too cyclical and then it doesn't have, it ends up without a canon ending, that would be a little sad in some ways. But we'll see. Yeah. Aha! I knew you were coming. Really? And disease-ridden. So, I think more of them are onto me now as well. Radworms again. God, he did, didn't he? Always with the radworms. Okay. I don't suppose I can, but oh, hell yeah. Not just the plans for ultrasight power armor, it is ultrasight power armor. Let's have a look at the torso for the sake of this. If I remember rightly, this is the most powerful power armor, or the second most after XO1. But not having actually got there yet, I don't know. So, let's have a look at our beasting new set of ultrasight power armor. It's modelled on the T-51. It looks better actually than I thought it would. I've seen pictures and it really doesn't look that good in the pictures, but that's pretty cool looking. A kind of Space Marine kind of a way. What's my carry weight right now? Still has this problem though. Drops my carry weight, doesn't increase it. 205. No. Well, at least it makes a change. I pressed the get into it button when I meant to pick it up rather than the other one. Normally it goes the other way. Right then. Yeah, it's actually making me weaker. I can carry less. I know what it is. It's because I've got pocketed armour, which ceases to be effective when I put the power armour on. Difference is, presumably, that I've got the motion assisted torso here, I guess. Maybe not, I don't know. Can't really tell. Right then. I think my favourite is... Yeah, that's one of the things I'm looking forward to, getting the calibrated shocks. Yeah, I like the look of it too. I'm quite impressed. Glad it turned out better in person than it did in photos and pictures I've seen of it. Photos. The XO1's pretty cool. I'm not sure. I don't think it's my favourite though. I think I still have to stand by the T60. It's been the best looking suit. Anyway, let's see if we can fast travel out of here if these ghouls are going to make life awkward. Is somewhere here where you meant those the Brotherhood tapes were? I wouldn't mind finding out a bit more about those. Okay. So let's go and chase those down. Spruce Knob Lake. We can. Clobber in time then. Let's try travelling from here then, shall we? Come at me, bruh. What? Just clobbered you. Oh, there we go. That's better. Make his mine up. Hello? Here to talk about our Lord and Saviour Thor. I'm going to let my hammer do the talking. I'm pretty darn sure the T-51B doesn't have the best resistance in any way, shape or form, actually, dude. Toss up between the XO1 and the Ultrasight, to be honest. From what I've seen. T-51's one of the earlier ones. Earlier models, so less advanced. I don't know where this ghoul is, but hopefully it's not going to stop me fast travelling this time. Get outside and see if it worked from there. I think the reason they picked the T-51 for the power armor of choice for this particular game, though, was because of the time it's set. T-51 was the main in-service... Is it? I could be wrong, I suppose. I find it very unlikely it'd be better than, like, the XO1 and stuff, though. That's also what you meant. You just die already. You really don't want to die, do you? You. Over this way. At least this one's got some decent ammo. It's the only one. Nice. Should actually be able to get where I want to go this time. Hallelujah. I'll have to have a look then. I suppose the stats I read could have been wrong as well. I'll review that. Not that I think it would change my decision on it. I'm still not the biggest fan of the look of that armour. I think of all the suits, apart from the Raider one, the ugliest set of power armour. But... so, what am I looking for then, dude? An underwater cave? As in, I have to swim for it, or... Of course, that would explain why the Ultrasight was based on it. Yeah. They picked the... I'm fairly sure they picked the T-51 because it was the main armour at the time the bombs fell. The T-60 was brand new. It was just being rolled out about that point in time, so... I will check. Either way, I'm still surprised. Somewhere over this way? Yeah, I got you. Alright. Any sign of a cave marked on the map, so I'm guessing unmarked location. I think I've been through this place before. Salty note. Yeah. Okay, fair enough. If I follow the water line round, I should have some luck finding it then. Okay. Promising over there, is that? That looks like it. Also begs a very large question. Evening, bud, how are we doing? Welcome back, rather. Yeah, I see it. I'm trying to avoid getting any more irradiated than I absolutely have to. Ooh, tomahawk. Still sad you can't put a sight on a crossbow. That would actually make it kind of useful. Yep. So, I think we're a bit more over this way, weren't we? Long way. Right, okay. So, first things first. Radix. Ah, I see. Bear trap. I see. I did indeed, yeah. Went reasonably well. And then we headed back and completed the Brotherhood of Steel's main quest line. At least the quest we were on at the time. It's pretty cool. I don't know where to start. So, what have we got? 29th, August 29th, 2077. War games. War games orders. 21st, okay. The War games orders, shall we? US Army Rangers, War games, that makes sense. Elizabeth Taggerdy. Surprisingly low rank, actually. Your unit now specified, well, this time anyway. Your unit now specified as friendly is ordered to act as US Special Forces deployed behind the lines in an unspecified Chinese province. You are tasked with sabotaging target armed personnel carrier. Your secondary objective is to gather Chinese field intelligence. The stealth is advised and preferred. Friendly can achieve objectives in any manner. Few detachments of Marines posing as hostile Chinese forces. The duration of this operation, friendly must act on its own initiative. Further details in supplemental booklet.
We're in the mission boundary, right, Weber?
We're at Spruce Knob. 2 clicks. We're 2 clicks from the edge.
So we hug the line, move hard, move fast, and we may catch the Marines with their pants down.
LT, you may want to listen to this.
What is it, Moreno?
The comm. Chatter's weird. Let me...
No. Confirm nuclear strike on New York. Shit.
Interesting.
Oh God, it's the end. The end.
Seriously?
Keep all...
I might do that. I'm not sure. We'll see.
Not sure how they're doing that.
Man, the brass has gone all out.
One of the things I do need to chase down is getting the plans for that.
In the event of a nuclear exchange, we are to immediately seek orders from a superior. For the purpose of these war games, however, we are completely on our own, cut off from command.
Any standing orders we can fall back on, Lieutenant?
None that I know of.
Whoa! Did you...
How do you mean, dude? In chat or in the game or? I don't think there is in the game. Well, there might be.
Turn that off.
That is a lot. So, this is the initial one.
Trying band, AH-13. Lieutenant, I got something.
I can't make anything out.
Sorry, working on it.
Sure.
Maxon to Appalachia. Repeat, this is Captain Roger Maxon.
Give that to me.
Seeking any...
Lieutenant Taggerdy here. Captain, it's you?
Lizzie. Damn. It's good to hear a friendly voice.
Captain, I heard you're a traitor.
Traitor. If disobeying unconscionable orders makes you a traitor, then I suppose I am. Lizzie, I'm glad you're alive, but I need to find someone in Appalachia. Someone dependable.
Yeah, I can believe it.
That's where I am. The Thunder was running war games against some jarheads.
Some games you can do things like that. I don't think you can in this one, no.
God, Lizzie, this is good news.
Roger, you're a traitor. I could be court-martialed even talking to you.
Lizzie, look around you. The army's gone. America has fallen. I know you have questions, but we need to talk. There are things I learned at Mariposa. I got a scientist with me, Dr. Takano. We'll set up a secure channel. I'll answer all your questions then.
Captain,
Lizzie, you know me. We need to talk.
we'll monitor this band. Taggerdy out.
That's interesting. Over to Appalachia, it's beautiful, safe. Thunder's treating the whole thing as an extended field trip. Ask Wilson to knock some sense into them. A favourable performance evaluation could mean choice assignments in upcoming offensive. These war games are being monitored closely. It feels like something big is around the corner. I sympathise with the men though. It's good to be back in America. After the games, a 2-week furlough. Silver grew up around here. She's off to show us around the liquor watering holes. But mission first. Then... radio chatters of madness and death. Most are all chaos. No one's in charge. Moreno picked up some government transmissions out of Charleston, but no military command. Supposed to re-establish a chain of command, but after what Maxon said, could our government really be using military prisoners as test subjects, injecting them with experimental simrams like human guinea pigs? I can't believe it. I'm going off book here, but the first priority is to survive. Gather supplies, hunker down and make it through the winter. Silver's is a survival training camp northeast of here. Hopefully we can come to some arrangement. Simon Storm hits us, we set out. If we do it right, no one will even know. No one will even see us? Okay, whatever. So, we're on war games. And the bombs fell. Maxon got in touch with her after abandoning the army after he found out what happened at Mariposa and formed the Brotherhood. Interesting. And reached out looking for somebody in the region. Just happened to find somebody he knew. It's quite cool. This is quite a cool little location, actually. I wonder if Fucking hell. Punji boards. Bear traps. From what the tone that Todd Howard used when he answered questions about doing remasters, I don't think they've got any plans to remaster any of the games. Could be wrong, but that was the impression I got from the tone. As for Fallout 5, I have very much the expectation that it will eventually happen, but I wouldn't expect it for probably another about 7, 8 years, something like that. It'll be the latter half of the 2020s before Fallout 5 happens. Somewhere here, I'm sure, I saw light coming through from above. Like, where exactly was the cave? Here, so... Now I'm over encumbered, apparently. I've never seen one, but I have keeping that in mind. Can't see it up here, but I definitely saw light coming in from down there. Make a pretty cool place for a hidden camp, though. Anyway. Not a crafting bench in there, but there might be one over here, maybe. Maybe, if I'm lucky. Oh. Really use one, though. Right, that guy's hut over there. Give that a go. Yeah, I've seen a bit at Grafton Dam. It is admittedly much closer to Morgantown than Grafton, but there we go. No, they don't. One thing that does have weight, though, is... I'm lost. The plans, like, you know, weapon mods, weapon plans, armor plans, all that stuff. Building plans. Unfortunately, however, we can't sell them, so that's kind of annoying. One thing I am looking forward to with player vending, pretty much the only thing. Not that I'm not looking forward to it, you know, but not as inspired by the concept as others are, I think. This is really quite disappointing. About him having a shed, though. Got some buff out of any yet, I suppose. Have we got any other options? What I want. Oh, no, 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 no. I'm not falling for that again. Get the supply drop. Last time I did that, I wound up with a bounty on my head. Yeah, I built not far from here before. Quite a nice spot. There's a few spots around that would be quite cool. Not very even ground though, so you'd have to work around that. But not necessarily a problem. Anyway, home sweet home. Did I get them all? I did. Nice. Stuck behind my own fence. Yeah, Stella pointed out to me actually. When I was first moving around that area, those tunnels have got some interesting possible locations in them. Yeah, it's definitely good like that. Unfortunately, I missed the Fastnac parade. I was having some work done on my office at the time, so my computer was not operational. Yeah, missed out, which really kind of sucked actually. No, of course. Get me up there. Like that, where actually is the dreaded thing? This is not going very well. Much better last time. Why can't I get up there this time? Well, to be fair, for some reason the egg doesn't even appear to have appeared up here. Appear to have appeared? Oh well. No, it doesn't, you daft sod. Kind of annoying. Well, one there. Over here. Too far over, I think. Kind of got a plan to display all these when they eventually show up. There we go, that's better. All too far over. Come on. Yeah. Yes, the sheep squatch is still available. The quest's a one-off thing, but the event that ends it is, as far as I know, not going to be stopping at any point. It's going to be a thing they plan to keep running, I think. Which is cool, because there's some really good stuff you can get out of it, actually. Yeah. Long wait, but I'm looking forward to getting, well, yeah, I'll just have to look forward to playing Fastnac next year. You can always change servers if somebody's nuking it. That just kind of slow you up a little bit. I've seen a few videos on YouTube about doing that, so not surprised. What I want. Probably not a good sign, dude. Have a good one, dude. I think mine's level 50, but I don't know if there's an RNG thing in there or not. Don't know if it's any good. It's not really sort of thing I use. Probably quite effective if you've got a stealth build though. So, junk. Oh yeah, speaking of. Some more of that ultracite ore on the go. That could be what it is then. That would explain a lot. I would imagine any articles would have put emphasis on the nuke zone side of things, so that could have been it. That's cool, eh? I actually quite like that. Makes the lower level ones, or at least as far as the 250 goes, considerably more useful. Healthy. Yeah, you still get lower level stuff, even when you pass that level sometimes. Depends on the area and stuff like that. But yeah, you sometimes get some weird drops. Becomes less of an issue once you get way up. Now, I'm not seeing very many drops that are below level 55 now. Level 50 rather, apart from the 45 ones, but still see the older one. And low on screws apparently, and silver. For all that 3 runs through there, I've only got 30 ultracite. Steel, that's one to look at. So that over there. Aluminium, how am I doing for aluminium? Have that. Is kind of annoying because I want all of this stuff. So much stuff and no room to stash it. Kind of annoying. Right. We've got much I actually want to... maybe a couple of bits I want to sell. Bounce over to the White Spring and shift a little bit of stuff. A few bits I can get rid of. They're just in the Atomic Shop. They're releasing a different one each day. The idea is to get you to log in every day during this week. I think there's going to be, I think they said there's 5 of them or 6 of them or something. And then on the last day you get a unique reward, supposedly. We'll see what that actually pans out at being. But you do have to get all the eggs first, I think, in order to get the final day reward. I've been diligent in making sure I get that so far.
Serve and protect. At your service, sir.
Probably not the best move ever, actually, that. Oh well, whatever.
May I be of assistance?
Simplex, let's get rid of those actually, they'll sell for quite a bit.
May I be of assistance? At your service, sir.
I think I probably don't know if I want those or not. I don't think I do, but you never know.
Serve and protect.
That was a few pennies gained. Right. Or I could take the stairs, that would be a good idea. Nice. Probably a wise decision. Might be hungry. Anyway, I think I'm going to hop up and grab a short break. I'm going to grab some purified water while I'm here as well. I expect I've got a bit more. And then I'm going to head over and I think we'll take a look at the couple of new quests that have been added with this latest update. I'm pretty sure they're both sheer terror related rather than to do with the burrows itself. But any more information or anything like that on the sheep squat should be quite, well, worth a look, I think. So, yeah. I've done a little bit of research, so I've got a note somewhere down here about where those quests start, so go and have a look at that in a few minutes. So... I'd definitely be up for it. I haven't got anything like the raw materials for it, though. That's the unfortunate thing, Jakar. That does kind of throw a spanner in the works. As of yet, I've not got around to actually exploring any nuke zones. It's on the cards, though. Get on that one fairly soon. In answer to your question, how have I got to it, NG? Yeah, I do play other games. I was originally planning to play a bit of Dragon Age tonight, but that's the other one I've got on the, well, sort of on the go at the moment. But 10 Pure Flux, is that? Something I'll have to have a look at. I'll bear it in mind, though. Definitely be handy. Yeah. Don't know that one, actually, NG. Yeah, it might just be the motivation I need to actually go and explore a nuke zone before long. Assuming I actually see one, given that I'll have to wait for somebody else to launch the nuke at the moment. There we go. So yeah, I was originally going to play Dragon Age tonight, I was going to say, but I wanted to have a look at these side quests, and with the Easter egg thing coming up as well, I wanted to make sure I'm logging in to get that, so we're doing this for the moment. Plus, after that little bit of time I had off, caused me to miss Fastnac Parade, I've actually really been enjoying playing Fallout. Not that I wasn't, but I'm kind of enjoying it more than I was. There we go. Anyway, I need a fresh drink, and I need to cool off a little bit because it is absolutely baking in here, so I'm going to take 5. I will catch up with you guys in a few minutes. Have fun then, Angie. See you in a bit, won't be long. How we doing? Find my mouse again. Have a look at some of these side quests. Roll! So, where's my note? There it is. Okay, I can work with that. So there's a couple of locations apparently that have side quests added that relate to the sheep squatch thing. And I don't know very much about it. No, 8 frames a second is not going to do me much. Come on, game, get it together. So one of them is in somewhere on. Oh, cool. We can do that while we're going into this actually. One of them is on the edge of the mire and the cranberry bog, and the other is not far from Berkeley. So there it is. Oh, it's right in the middle of the mire actually. Both of them. Southern Bell Motel. That's where one of them is. And the other one is here. So I was going to do this one first, but might as well do that one. I think it's a little bit nearer. So we'll head off and do that in just a sec. I may shut my headphones a little bit because I'm apparently getting a little uncomfortable right now. There we go. I think we're as good to go as we're going to be at the moment, so we might as well just bounce on over there. I don't know very much about them beyond that they're added by the new... the new content, the new quest line, via Terra, but I think it'd be worth a look. So, this I'm actually kind of reluctant to fast travel straight into, because I've done this before. This could well get me into a lot of trouble, so I best be ready for a fight. There's usually a couple of snallygasters hanging around here that are quite high level. Be quite an unpleasant start. Yeah, there we go. Ooh. I don't think I've ever seen a snallygaster from that angle before. That's horrible. Have that one first then. And that one next as I can actually hit it. Turn your head. And just stay put, buddy. Yeah. Gross. Got him. Okay. Preparation is key. Random slipper there. So somewhere in here there should be an interesting quest. Take the ragstag meat and any more if there's knocking around, because but that's grim. Ragstags give you extra carry weight, so definitely up for that. But more up meat gives you extra strength as well, so that's not a bad idea either. Bobblehead, nice. somewhere in here there should be a note. Will start this quest for us. Could be something that will start this quest for us anyway. Ah, that might be it. New meat.
I smell new meat, warm blood, strong muscles, a stench like it's been around for centuries, hiding in my lands, feeding on my prey. Well, not anymore, it don't. I caught the creature's scent. And it's near tonight. Oh, some dumb kids lit a campfire down the hill. But I won't let it ruin my hunt. I'll take care of them. Won't I, little beastie? Then you can come on by and let me have a taste of you.
Interesting fellow. Is there anything else knocking around here? Good few cooking recipes around here if you need them. Okay. Get past the site bit server issue there. Need to go and investigate this campsite. Apparently it is about 40 yards off in this direction. Here we go. Cindy's diary, okay. I am not looking forward to fall break. Dad's been really annoying lately, sending me letters every single week asking about what I'm doing. I'm in grad school and I'm busy. Can't he just bug off? That's September 77. Advanced mechanics class is so boring. I learned this last year when I pranked Dad's police equipment. He was so mad about that. Good times. Bridget says this year will never end. I'm starting to agree. There's a new guy in the program. Super shy, super nerd, super cute. I think I finally found something interesting to do. The dreaded 4 week is next week, but I have a plan. I'm going camping with Michael. Dad will probably be around the whole week trying to figure out what I want. While I'm just, figure out where I went while I'm just out having a good time. Michael invited some nobodies from his cryptid club on our trip. I wish he would get a clue or whatever, but whatever. It's not like they're going to stop me from getting what I want. Bridget thinks Michael's impossible to seduce. Apparently she doesn't know me. We made a bet, and whoever wins does the other's homework for the rest of the year. I'll be recording my efforts for good use. Wish me luck, not that I need it. Okay. It's this Michael chap, whoever he may be. One of the cryptid hunters. Ooh, nice. There's a score. Date night. CH monthly. We'll have a look at that in a moment. Guessing this had something to do with Toxic Larry. Presumably our amorous young lady here.
Wow, it's a really nice night, isn't it? The stars are so beautiful here. Not like at home.
Yeah, definitely. It's good to be out here. Lots of stuff you can't find in the suburbs. Like, big trees? Did you hear something?
What? No. Stop trying to scare me. You're so silly, Michael. Got really cold outside. And I'm only wearing this flimsy sundress.
Why'd you wear something so thin to a camping trip?
Well, you know, Michael, I was hoping you would,
Yes, he did hear something.
Ho-ho-ho! Ah, there's the beastie! No way! That must have been the sheep squatch!
What? Michael, wait up! Are you crazy? You don't know who lives in that psycho shack? Michael, wait!
Okay. So, here's the note that we'll move on a little story here. Cryptid Hunter Monthly, October 2077. It's time to spring into a new season of cryptid hunting. Rain or shine, our vigilant readers continue to report new sightings and insights. This month's special edition newsletter, we're delighted to share a few reader submissions that caught our eye. Ode to Mothman from Petra in Kanawha County. Red eyes bright as rubies or a freshly risen mosquito bite. I saw her outside my bedroom door. How did she get in? Who only knows but desire. Whence came the putrid mist? From Xion, Greenbrier County. We haven't given enough thought to the Flatwoods monster's scent. Most pass it off as a byproduct of crash landing through 5 layers of atmosphere. It seems to me the monster would have fully prepared for its exoskeleton for such trials. What if the scent originated from illegal activities on a nearby farm? What if the scent was artificially applied in a misguided attempt to appeal to us? What if the stress of the journey caused the monster to expel sulfuric flatus? And from Michael of Jefferson County, sheepish confession. I was invited on a camping trip by this really pretty girl in my class. And the truth is, I only said yes because a sheep squatch was sighted near Berkeley Springs and I really want to track it down. Does that make me a bad person? I hope it doesn't. I like Cindy, but she's no sheep squatch. We understand, Michael. We understand. No, we really don't. So, a mystery meat pie and a bit of ammo. That is one very, very short side quest. A little bit more lore, which is always cool. So, not let an opportunity go by. So, Not much beyond the fact that there was a sighting here, and now both between Toxic Larry up there and Michael, who was hunting for the sheep squatch. Looks like somebody bet a grizzly end over on the table there. Presumably Cindy, if I had to guess. So, let's have a look at the other quest. Hopefully this one's got a bit more to sink our teeth into. Red Rocket side quest there. Okay, so Southern Bell Motel. I've got a super mutant that wants to cause trouble. Possibly infect me with something. We're doing that now, is he? So, there's Boomer, who gives us a
unresponsive.
daily quest.
Repairs failed.
If I remember rightly, it was somewhere over here. Looks like somebody's already nabbed the note. So, may have to server hop and try again. I think there's much else that you can grab here, so. Sounded like a very heavy footstep. Yeah, I thought so. That. Quite a nice little spot. I'll build something quite nice over here. So let's try server hopping, see what we can find. Hopefully we'll get on one where the note's still here. Better launch a nuke from the look of that. Take 2. A couple of super mutants again. Lower levels this time. Really? Why don't I hit that guy? Awkward sods. At least I hit him that time, even if I didn't take him out.
You have to come out sooner or later. Hurry up!
Ah, looks like I did hit him. Bodied him, unfortunately. Alright, let's see if this note is actually still here.
Hardware malfunction detected. Unit
There we
is
go.
Immobile.
Another Cryptid Hunter Monthly. So, what we got? Greetings all Cryptid Hunters. January 2075. So this is a few years earlier, just before the bombs fell. A couple of years before the bombs fell. Seekers of Truth and Explorers of the Paranormal. This month we'll be covering a very special member among the legendary beasts, the Sheep Squatch. You're not Snicker, dear reader? Over the years, we've amassed a plethora of evidence, convincing cases from the residents of Appalachia. That's right, our woolly friend's favourite haunt is the rolling hills and misty peaks of the Appalachian Mountains. So that sounds like the Savage Divide there. Even readers from across the country will remember that Appalachia has quite the reputation for being home to several cryptids already, and the sheep squatch stands tall among them. Eyewitnesses recount a massive 20-foot-tall monstrosity with spiral horns and a vicious pair of chompers. Some claim that it's able to bite through pure steel. There's also rumours that its fleece is far from being white as snow. Researchers believe that its wool is razor sharp. No sheep squatch sweaters, please. Perhaps most notorious, though, are the rumours that it's about its bodily waste. Some say that it's the sheep squatch's #1 feature. If you don't mind a crude pun, we know you don't. It claims that the sheep squatch's urine is so acidic they can burn your skin for days. There's been cases of just one drop blinding a hunter for life. Yikes. Of course, local governments in Appalachia have been covering up the sheep squatch for years. We think they may even be working with the Mothman to hypnotise doctors at sheep squatch urine patients. More on that in our March issue. Planning any hunts for the sheep squatch? Be sure to write in and let us know your findings. As always, remember to stay safe, keep an open mind, and seek out the truth. So, bullshit. If you want to know the truth about the sheep squatch, find me, Scoot Conroy, at the Southern Belle Motel. Walk south for a little shack. Look for the little shack with the cats. Okay. So, we'll head off and look for a little shack, apparently. Sinking feeling. A marker pointing off in this direction. Feeling I know what's up ahead. Sure, I've run into the Mothman here before now. Myra is very pretty in the day. Yeah, this looks like it. I'm pretty sure I have been here before. More like a ginger cat to a tabby cat to me, but anyway. Oh, so cute. Cryptid Hunter Monthly for January. One we've already read. Okay, so just a terminal here then. Personal documents and private research. Enter security phrase. Okay. Birthday present ideas. For his cats, from the look of this. Finding him a new home. Cleo. Little kitty boots. New blanket. Different blanket from Diego's. Need ideas for Elma. Something special. Maybe a key-shaped locket. Jingle toy. Ported canned tuna. New grooming brush. Same as Mitchell. Jingle toy. A bell, damn it. There's more of that special diet food for Strider. Okay. Truth seekers. So, this will be another meeting of the group looking for a sheep squatch. Got a roll call. We've got August 10th, 2076. So this is about 18 months after that initial note was written. I'd like to start by welcoming our newest prospective member, Miss Shelby O'Rourke. Hi, it's good to be here. Shelby is writing a thesis statement for the master's program at Voltech Uni. Well, la-di-da. Right, well, I'm putting specific emphasis on study of cryptids. Studies. Another one of those educated types. Well, stop being rude. Why, isn't she just another academic like our old friend Calvin? Who, if we remember right, was the guy who was killed during the creation of the imposter sheep squatch. Killed by it when he activated it. So, how long before she ditches us too and leaves us behind like some backwoods, yeah, generally get along argument? And it didn't go anywhere. Good. Ask Laura to load this onto your terminal while she's feeding your cats. Please read over these notes and really consider your behaviour. I can't even look Shelby in the eyes after this. She would have been a great resource for the club. Drafted option. New home for cats. If you're an experienced owner with a love of cats, for a new companion, you can reach me at Hi Cat Lovers. Hellraiser Daz for the new subscription. Thank you very much. Welcome to the channel. Serious cat owners only. Please inquire if you're looking to adopt her. Forget it. Okay. You letter L to L for clues to his passphrase. So that'll be that then. Hello L, thanks for watching my little furballs. Here's some tips for handling them. Also, I'm not sure how long I'll be gone, but I've left a list of birthday gift ideas on my terminal. Keep your receipts and I'll pay you back. Good luck. Thanks again. Send my regards to R. Curly, she's the short hair, likes his food left under the desk. Jago and Dolly, these two inseparable. Gloves recommended. Elma, she's a pterodactyl, so she'll need her nails trimmed regularly. Cat. Hubbers, she's a good kitty, but she'll need a teeth brush though. Mary, key to my heart, my best friend, the only one in the world I trust. Likes to nap on top of the terminal. Ruby, I hope I reminded you to wear long pants. Strider, big but sneaky. Vet has him on a special diet. Snuggles, her name's ironic. Seriously, do not attempt to snuggle with Snuggles. Unfortunately, Snuggles will also need a teeth brush. Cleo, left a grooming brush if you happen to have a chance. Mitchell and Spencer, I can't actually tell the two apart. Skilled climber, so watch your head. Okay. So if the clue's in here, Mary seems to be his favourite. Oh, I meowed. So, something to do with that, maybe. Oh, the passphrase. So, Mary, 1117, something special, maybe a key-shaped locket. Okay. Information we've got. I marry. Okay. $11, I think, wasn't it? And then 17. Yeah, success. Nice. Well. So, research archives, sheep squatch and spirits and ghosts. Sheep squatch it is. So, field research 1. Me and the fellas took a road trip north a bit. Heard rumours about sheep disappearing. Ray thought maybe the sheep squatch eats sheep. I thought it was pretty dumb. Of course, farmers found out that a neighbour had been stealing them in the night. Oh joy, we have a nuke. Visiting member from Point Pleasant had mentioned some tracks out by where she lived. Out by where he lived, even. He said they weren't anything like what he'd seen before. I told him that maybe the Mothman has him under mind control.
Attention, citizens.
We drove out there anyway.
Imminent.
Stopped at a creamery on the way. Pretty good. No squatch to be found, though.
Thank you for your cooperation.
Check where the nuke's going. Like there's 2 going down here. Well, as we might expect. Fine. Again, I'm hearing footsteps out here. I assume it's the cats. So, look at 2. Number 3. So that'll be Scoot, Conray, and Ray. Land out near Watoga. Ray wasted his time, and now he just brought me out to try and calm me down. We'll screw him, screw Cal, screw both of them. Cal thinks he's so goddamn smart. We don't need him. No sheep squatch. So, hills behind Uncanny Valley. Stopped off here on the way back from visiting Mom. At home, I wanted to prove to myself that this new sighting was a fake, even if Ray won't listen. Undeniable proof my ass. It was an albino deer. Ooh, scary. I wish Cal was here and I could laugh at his stupid face. What a loser. What a terrible and mighty sheep squatch. Conclusion, there is no sheep squatch. Okay, so he's given up on that. Spirits and ghosts, however. Abandoned house in Harper's Ferry. First field trip hunting a real phenomenon. Evidence on interacting with the spirit world is undeniable. We brought an old General Atomics BS7 transistor radio. Xion says it's a perfect ghost phone. And man, was he right? We got some of the craziest messages from his house. Kept hearing church repeated over and over again. Xion thinks that because the radio kept picking up... It's because the radio kept picking up local religious stations, but I don't know. I just have this feeling. We need to look into some maps and consider next steps. So, location Haven Church. Like what Xion thinks, and we've got an update. I took a drive out to Haven Church, couldn't find anything there, but I asked around a bit and hit the jackpot. Apparently there's another old church a few miles east of there. Said there was an accident with a sinkhole and people died. I knew it. No one listens to old Scoot. I'll be heading out to where this old sunken church is supposed to be tomorrow. Okay. A sunken church, which I believe is just on the main road, actually. Can't see any signs of the neat from here, but it's a bit far. That might have something to do with wire as well. Yeah, a drink apparently. A little bit of food. There we go. The sunken church is over here. Oh, that's Haven Church. I see. That's the sunken one further up this way. Okay, cool. So we'll quick jump over to Riley Clay's bunker then. Hopefully we can speed things along, but might need a little help with that. Yeah. Much better. Yeah, that was a fun one. Cats are indeed the best. They're not getting eaten this time, which seemed to be the thing with Fallout 4. Blood bugs up there, I'd rather avoid. Church is apparently off in this direction. Guessing right about here. No, you don't. Yeah, I think managed to take out a rad stag, I think. Yeah, it did. One a bit creepy. That down. Nice. Ah, I see. Here's the church. Always use a bit of red stag, mate. So, let's have a look, shall we? There, apparently. See any signs of a sinkhole, but it certainly looks like it's sinking into the ground. Very well, with sufficient evidence in and of itself, I suppose. Otherwise, it was reasonably intact. And we go. A dead pastor, apparently. And some tunnels. The ominous note. Day 1. This is Scoot. If you're stumbling across this note or my body, just leave it. Maybe someone who knows me will find it. Fell down the sinkhole and broke both of my legs. Ah, so maybe that was him there then. I'll be dead soon. Please feed my cats. Day 2. Not dead yet. Not alone either. Someone else fell down here before me. Name's Kevin. He's some kind of park ranger. He knows all sorts about survival. Showed me where to gather drinking water and moss that I could eat. We've been eating bugs too. Need that protein. So the people from this division will be searching the area any day now. Bloody hell. Day 24. No one is coming. My leg is healed, but not in a good way. Kevin and I tried to work together on sprints, but the wood down here is too moist. It just crumbles. I spend my days crawling through the mud, eating bugs, drinking dirty water. I'm gonna die down here. That's a nasty way to go, dude. Finding all the clues, and that's the first one apparently. Day 82, bloody hell. Someone else fell in. His name's Mickey, who had some tremors that shifted the earth a lot. Mickey came tumbling through the sunlight. Mickey says crazy things, but I'm beginning to believe him. Said the world is shit, it's over. Said he's in a gang of chefs. Sounds suspiciously like the gourmands. Keeps telling me keeps telling me there's only way we survive. Only one way we survive. He'll teach me. I don't know how I feel about Mickey. Day 90. Been thinking a lot about Ray and Laura. Never got to visit their new place over in Welch. God, I hope they're okay. Wish I got to tell Ray about me debunking the sheepscotch, but you know something I didn't. Can't get that thought out of my mind. Day 100, 200, 1000. Dear Lord, Mickey killed Kevin. He choked the life out of him while he was sleeping. He said Kevin needed to die for us to survive. I can't do this. Someone help me. He said we had to. He said Mickey Mabry. I'm so sorry. Someone please help me. So sorry. Huh. Is this Mickey guy real, or is he just losing his mind? Looking increasingly unpleasant. Ooh, cultist dagger. And the last note. New day. Kevin was weak, Mickey was weak, I am strong. I took all the strength from them. I see the daylight now. I don't want to leave. I don't need to. I will wait here. Wait here for the weak to find their way to me. I will consume their strength. I will be stronger. I will survive this world. Interesting. Oh, hell! Whoa! So it looks like Scooter was eating people, both of them apparently, went nuts and became himself a Wendigo. There we go. And a few atoms to go with it. That's pretty cool. And the mounted Wendigo plan. Nice. We've got in here shotgun shells and gunpowder. It's kind of anticlimactic. Springing out of the dirt. You need the bones, but that was cool. Very, very cool. Rat stag out here. Shoot it through here? Apparently not. Oh. See through there, but apparently it's not actually empty. It's occupied. It's solid. That's the word I'm looking for. Got it. Careful what I eat, because I turn into a Wendigo now. Nothing else to be seen here, I don't think. No? Okay. That's very, very cool. You. One bad thing about this camp location, no standing water to collect dirty water from. Actually, there's a spot not far away, thinking about it. So I've got enough for 3. Do one more. I think it should be enough. Nice. Ah, trees come back. A little unfortunate. Back to camp. Oh, well, think about it. Pretty sure that's the ultrasight power armor, so we're going to go with inspect. Rename. Every time. That was right. Close enough anyway. Cook up some grub. Cool. Got some spares. Nice. Oh, it's back on a turret. That's fine. Okay. So, I think for tonight that'll about do me. I'm rather toasty, and I've covered most of the stuff. I'd covered all the stuff I wanted to. Slightly more than I really expected to. What's going on down here, though? I see. We have a crazy player who is picking fights with ghouls, apparently. Very strange gun from the sound of that. Okay, fair enough. All blackberries. No shortage around here. So I think, as I say, that will about do me for tonight. I'm absolutely cooking here tonight. Lovely weather lately, but whew, have to find a way of moderating the temperature in here. Not really surprising. Lights, computers, bound to be warm. So yeah, that's interesting. Not as much as I was hoping for on the Sheep Squatch, apart from the guy debunking it. But I have heard suggestions from others that it might there might be further quests that appear in time, and maybe on down the line we'll find something about a real Sheep Squatch instead of an imposter one. But who knows? I'll have to see. Yeah, a little insight into the origin of Wendigos there is quite cool. There's, I don't know, from what I understand, there are varying stories about where Wendigos come from. The humans going cannibal and then turning into Wendigos is one of the more common and popular ones, I believe. So clearly that's the canon that Fallout are going with, which is interesting. It's quite a cool take. Be one of the more sinister ones, so fun. Yeah, interesting little session. And we finally got through the Brotherhood of Steel quest line, or most of this bit of it anyway, and found the remains of the late Paladin Taggerdy, who'd attempted to hunt down and finish off the Scorched Beasts without nuking them. Sadly, it did not end well for her. There we go. So, I am not going to be on the next couple of nights. Unfortunately, I have to do the day job, or night job. There we go. So, hopefully Tuesday should be back on. And of course, I'll be working on videos in the meantime as well, so do watch this space. Thank you to everybody who's stopped by this evening. Very much appreciated. Hope you guys have enjoyed yourselves. Thank you to everybody who's been joining in chat. It's been a fun time. Thank you once again to Hellraiser Des, who's our sub for the evening. So thank you very much. Well, guys, hope you have a lovely evening. I'll see you in a couple of days. Good night.
Let's make a movement.